Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's KionnaSharice, and this is the third video I'm filming in a row, so pow. I am here for my April anime wrap-up. I did my March one didn't really, no, I don't know, nobody really watched it, but that's okay because I enjoyed doing it. So I'm gonna do it again for April. Let me pull up my list. I think one thing I need to get better at is like doing a little intro because I just assume that you know all my videos when I come on here, but this could be your first video. So my anime wrap up is basically where I talk about any anime and manga that I've watched and read for the past month, and it's really quick, no spoilers, just some quick thoughts, and let y'all know what's going on with me and what I'm finding interesting, and possibly get some rights from y'all in the comments. You know, we could talk about it, but yeah, that's what this is. So to start off with, everything that I said I was gonna watch in April in like my March video was a lie, pretty much. It didn't go the way it planned, and the month really flew by. So, but first off, I pretty sure I mentioned in the last one that I was starting to rewatch this. That I was starting to rewatch Death Note. I need some water. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Maybe I can stop messing up all my words. But I was trying to say I finished watching Death Note, and I'm glad I did because like I remembered the overall story, but all the little moments I completely forgot, and really just reminded me that's a top tier anime for sure. But what I wrote down was really seeing how Light treated people was crazy. Like, I don't want to give away anything, but just the way he thought of other people and their feelings and their whatever, my mans didn't care at all. But it's super excellent. It's really interesting just thinking about the writing, and I don't know how manga writers work as far as like, do they already know the ending or are they writing as they go along? But as far as a lot of the mental games and a lot of the setups and the conclusions of different things, the way that happened was just like, that's like really cool to me. A lot of cat and mouse. Well, actually cat and cat because everybody was intelligent. And then like I said, I don't want it to be a spoilers video, but basically I rewatched Death Note. I did watch it in Japanese this time. I usually watch all my stuff in sub now, even though I know the first time I watched it, I'm pretty sure I watched it in English. Was that a Cartoon Network show? I feel like it was. I'm not sure. So watch that basically. Give it like 2 or 3 episodes. The first episode isn't boring, but like to really get into the crazy, give it 2 or 3 episodes. Hunter x Hunter. Okay, so I finally went on Crunchyroll and started watching it. That's where the last episodes are that they have, I believe, the Chimera Ant arc. And it's crazy how things change because I have really just been watching it more this past like 2 or 3 days, and my whole opinion has kind of shifted. Not completely, but basically I was thinking before how I was like, I don't think I like this arc because I'm not sure what's different here, because in other arcs have been violent, people have died, people have been crazy, murderers, but it's something about these ants that feels extra cruel. Like they bother me. They like in the heart. They bother me, the way they act and the way they talk about killing humans. That's not really a spoiler. Chimera Ant arc. Chimera Ants are bad. And just the way they talk about human life, it's really like, y'all are mean over here. That simplifies it a lot, but it's just like, no, I don't like this. But I've gotten a little further in, and some interesting fights have been happening. It's like it's catching my attention again, with more like, once again, building up Gon and Killua's strength and them learning new things. Yeah, that, and meeting some more interesting characters. I'm liking it more now, but I definitely have a whole lot of more episodes to go. And I don't know if I'll finish it this month because I do need to shift my attention to something else, which, y'all just talk about that now. So the Sailor Moon Eternal movies are finally coming to Netflix. If you had no idea, they've been out in Japan for at least a few months now with no US release date. And I was actually hoping that they would get a theater release date at least a few places in the US, but I guess they're not. It's going straight to Netflix. But that'll be out June 3rd. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, so Sailor Moon Crystal, which is like the second version of the anime that's supposed to be more closely related to the manga. For season 4, I think they call it the Dream arc, something like that, Dream Mirror arc. They, instead of doing a season, they did 2 movies, and that's what's coming to Netflix. So basically, I am super excited and to prepare because that's just who I am. If it's short enough, I'll rewatch the whole anime before the next season comes out or something like that. So for this one, I haven't seen Crystal in a long. Crystal started coming out actually years ago. At this point, like they had to keep taking breaks. It was a little messy. But they did not completely, but they changed up the animation. They did listen to the consumers, critics, watchers about how, because Crystal was looking a little crazy at first. They did change it up, so I would really I personally like how it's done a little better now, but I will say I'm super attached to the 90s anime. That's very attached to that. So to prepare, I do think I am gonna watch all of Crystal again. It shouldn't be that many episodes. I don't feel like it's that many episodes because if it's matching up with the manga moves really super quick. So I think I could knock that out fairly quickly. But I also told y'all before, I was trying to read the manga again and I fell off. So I do want to finish, at least, I'm actually in season 4 right now in the manga. So I'm going to finish that up, at least up to season 5 as well before watching the movies. So that's what I'm going to be focused on this month. And then if I have more time, I'll probably I want to squeeze in some Hunter x Hunter every so often just so I don't forget what's happening. Because I feel like it's also a lot of information and like I do like that Hunter x Hunter, you don't have to remember all the stuff they teach you to understand what's going on. Like everything with Nen, I follow along enough to know what's going on, and they do repeat it throughout. So I guess they already knew it was a bit much, maybe. And the last thing I have on my list, which I have some things to talk about. I already talked about it like in my head, so I hope I don't forget about it now. But first of all, the Demon Slayer movie came out in the US finally, so I did go to see it. Now, in preparation for the movie, I watched all of season 1 again, and I probably could have just watched the recap, but I'm glad I watched season 1 again. And I'm glad because this time I could, instead of just focusing on like, oh, cool fights, I was able to really pay more attention to the characters, which made it more of an emotional story for me this time. Actually, I don't want to admit this online, but I had some moments, mostly thinking about Tanjiro and his family. I feel super attached to Tanjiro now. And, you know, I like a lot of anime and have a lot of favorites, but only feel like attached to Usagi, Sailor Moon. But whatever I feel for her, I'm feeling that for Tanjiro. I feel a little I feel motivated listening to him and his story. I actually almost want to tag 2. I gotta make sure I got the saying right, but in the show, he talks a lot about just moving one foot forward and just every day. And he talks about just hard work. Hard work is just keeping at it every day. And eventually you'll get there. Like, I just like that Tanjiro, even if he feels like something is going to be super hard, he still tries because he just knows that little bit he does every day eventually is going to equal into some really good progress. And it's just something about just his whole story and the way he approaches his life, his very hard life, that I'm feeling feels. I also am glad I rewatched the anime to kind of just give me more of a refresher on Inosuke and Zenitsu. Gave me more of a refresher on Inosuke and Zenitsu and just more about them and liking them again. And not that I didn't like them, but I just kind of, they faded for me, but now their stories are really more at the forefront of my mind, and I appreciate that. And of course, Nezuko, super cute. She just, I don't know, she's just adorable. So a light review of the movie, no spoilers. I really enjoyed it because at first, like the first half or maybe third is a little slower as far as less action, but good story. Like I enjoyed it. But once the fight started picking up, I was like, okay, wow. And another thing that I really like about Demon Slayer that's made me think of that. Like even though they show that Tanjiro is a special boy, he has good abilities and I think really is good like intuition besides also being empathetic and all that. They make it clear that he got a long way to go. He here, Hashira over here. Like they make it very clear that he's not necessarily gonna win every battle. He does not know everything. He's still, he's special. He's still over here. And I like that. Because I don't necessarily, even though I want him to win every battle, I don't want it to go into every battle like, yeah, this clearly he's got it. Like clearly. I don't necessarily like shows like that, even though they're kind of nerve-wracking because I do want him to win. So seeing him alongside the Flame Hashira Rengoku and just seeing like there's levels to this, really cool. It was super cool. And what I will say is, yeah, I definitely got emotional in there because of course they're gonna do something to make you emotional. But what really set me off was, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about unless you see it, but it was really what Inosuke said at the end. That's what really like got me, and I was surprised that it would be him. But yeah, I think it's only in, I don't know when I'm getting this video up. It might be out of theaters before it's up. I do want to see it again, but it's not like a need. It is coming to Netflix though, eventually. I think June, is it July? It's coming to Netflix or June, something like that. Yeah, but I really love the show, love the series, and I'm very excited for season 2. The animation is just crazy. It's so good. Oh, I thought I was gonna end on that, but I forgot about, I watched the first episode of Yasuke, and I was a little thrown off. Because I didn't really look into it. I just know, if you don't know Yasuke, the real person is, I don't know if he's the only or maybe the first black samurai in Japan, like who fought. And I thought I knew it was going to be anime, but I thought it was going to be like a historical kind of telling his story. But in the first 5 minutes, there are robots and magic. I don't know what's going on. So I was just like, what is this? So I don't know. It's besides just what the subject matter is, because I wanted to support just because of who it's about. But the type of show isn't calling to, it's not something I would normally watch. Like I haven't really watched other samurai shows or things like that. So I'm gonna give it another chance. But I was also really confused, like, is this a Japanese show or a English show? Because I thought it was an English show because Netflix didn't have the option to put it in sub, and then I saw it was Lakeith Stanfield starring as Yasuke, so I'm like, okay. But then I saw it was animated by MAPPA. They animate Attack on Titan and other shows, of course. So I'm like, so is this an anime? Is this an English cartoon? I don't know. But then I saw there is a Japanese, like, black voice actor for Japanese. So is the dub Japanese? I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna give it another episode just to see if I can get into it, but I'm confused. And then also, I guess I was getting a little irritated kind of watching it, especially like in the times we're in now. There's just all these people, just the first episode, I'm guessing things will change. But the first episode is just all these people asking this black man to do stuff. And not even, it's like, what are y'all doing for him? Is anybody doing anything for him? Oh, this is part of the synopsis, so I can say it. A mother asked him to take his boat to help bring her daughter to the doctor. She don't even offer him a meal. They're doing all this fussing at him, like, this is why you need to do it. You need to help me. And he's just like, yeah, it's real dangerous. I don't know about all that. They don't even try to give him a little change. They don't offer nothing. And this whole show, I'm just like, so it's a bunch of people asking this black man to do stuff. But I don't see no offerings. I don't see nothing. So I was getting a little irritated. Like, so I'll give it one more episode. But yeah, I hope that wasn't too all over the place. With this being my third video, I'm fading away. But yeah, I hope if anyone checks this video out, I hope you did enjoy it. Like I said, my next month will be focused on Sailor Moon and Hunter x Hunter. And I did mention, I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of some random shows. I watched the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, a few, like 2 episodes of Haikyuu. I think I watched something else, but I'll talk about those more when I'm like focused on, like, I've watched several episodes in a month, probably maybe next month, maybe the month after that. We'll see. Yeah, but if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.